Hello,
Hello.
future bestsellers. Hello, everybody. We are so glad to see you all today. Oh my gosh, we are just, yeah, it's Wednesday today. I had I had another day yesterday where I snuck off to write at the beach, but it was slightly more crowded, and that has now spooked me. So I do not think I'll be going back for a while.
Oh,
I know, but it was nice. It was really lovely. So hey, how are you all? Perhaps we should do introductions before I just start rambling on. As you guys know me. So today I'm going to start with Michelle. Michelle, welcome today. Tell us about you and your awesome channel.
All right, I'm Michelle. I'm a young adult and middle grade author, and my channel is Writing Workshops and Traditional Publishing Chat and Writing Blogs.
Awesome. All right, and we also have Doll Cecil Runo with us today. Doll, hello, darling. Tell us a little bit about you and your channel.
Hello there, humans. I am Del Cecil Runo. I'm a partially blind own voices author, also known as the Ace from Space. I write primarily science fiction, as you can tell by my nicknames, and I also write poetry and short stories in multiple genres. My channel is basically I'm trying to document my learning process, and as soon as I find some helpful tip for writers, I will also share that, and I also going to start making book reviews again.
Yay, fantastic. We also have the story detective Robert Jones with us today. Robert, tell us all about you and your awesome channel.
Well, my channel is The Story Detective, and as the name suggests, we take everything story-oriented, put it under a Sherlockian microscope, examine the facts, separate it from the BS, and hopefully give you more craft knowledge to use for your own writing. I also do tech reviews.
I was like, wait, is there more? And your new nickname on the stream, even though you'll always be the story detective, Fat Stiff. All right. I am Daily. Thank you much for coming to my channel today. As you guys all know, we do this live stream every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I am a traditionally published author. And on my channel, we talk about how to write a book you're super proud of and get it published. So thank you to everybody for being here today. Let's say hello to our chat friends, and we will get some writing done today. All right. So NUL is here. So nice to see you. Yay. Cannot wait to get some words on the blank screen. Hoping everyone is productive and happy writing. Thank you so much, NUL. And Spence is here. Hello, Spence. We're so glad to see you. All right. Ray is here. Hello, Ray. Very nice to see you. Ray says they were sick over the night, trying to take it easy and get some writing done today. Oh, that sucks. I hope you feel better. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. BC Brown is here.
Hey,
hello.
BC.
We're so glad you made it today. BC says, take it easy, Ray. Debbie's here. Oh my gosh. Hello, Debbie. We're so glad to see you today. Hello. Oh my gosh. Hi, Sam. Wow, we've got everybody here today. Morgan's here. Hello, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
The word seamstress. I like this, right? You can just sort of imagine stitching together a story. I kind of love that. That's awesome. All right, Steven's here. Hey, Steven. So glad you made it today. I just said that maybe this is not word seamstress's intention, but that is what I immediately got from that. So if I'm completely off base, let us know because I want to know. Eva's here. Hey, Eva. We're super glad you made it today. Yay. BC's lurking. She's got some work stuff to do today. Lisai, is that like a French sigh? Like, more elegant than an American sigh. All right. Eva's got some bunny love to Michelle. Cute addition to my children's section. Oh, all right. That's so sweet.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Eva. That's so nice.
That's so cool. All right. CB394 is here. Hello. I cannot see the avatar, but I feel like I can't see what's in there. but I feel like it's some cool stuff. Can you guys tell?
It looks like two
All right.
bobbleheads, like a Iron Man.
Yeah.
And who's the blue one? Somebody help me out.
Yeah. I don't know. The
From
blue
here,
one.
it's hard to see.
Yeah.
All right, CB394, you got to fill us in. Ray wants to know, what is everyone working on today? I feel like this is an awesome question, and we should go around and talk about it. So you guys think about it. We're going to go to the chat since Ray has already gotten it started. BC says, I might get a chance to work on my paranormal mystery work in progress. Eva says that's your latest book release for the curious. Oh, Eva is saying that about Michelle. Michelle, what is the title of this adorable bunny book?
Some Bunny to Love.
Oh, that's right. This is the book that was going to come out at Easter, and now it's coming out like a bit early, right?
Everything got shuffled. Yeah, that's right.
When is this exciting Some Bunny to Love book going to be on sale?
It is on sale.
It's on now.
It's the beginning of January, and I didn't
What?
know.
And you?
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm glad you didn't know it because I feel bad that we didn't give you like a shout out or anything. Like, wait, what?
It's all very confused.
Right. Well, congratulations on your new release. It
Thanks.
makes an awesome Valentine's Day or Easter gift.
Yes.
I'm sure it's available at all your major retailers. Pick it up today. All right. Thank you, Eva. Oh, look at Eva. You are awesome. Eva put the link. Eva put the link in the chat. Thank you so much for doing that. All right. Word Seamstress says it's 9:30 p.m. here in India. Glad that I can join you, even though it's for a short while. Thank you, Lisa. You understood my name. Oh, good. Okay, cool. Yay. Well, welcome. We're super, super glad that you are here today. Ray says paranormal mystery sounds great. Ray, did you tell us, what are you working on today? All right, CB394 says Iron Man and Rescue Funko Pop. All right, pretty cool. Iron Man. Iron Man's going to finish up a video edit. You guys, my brain is not right today. I don't know what, like there's something in the universe. I don't think it's a full moon, but
Mercury retrograde.
Is that what it is?
Yes, we are currently undergoing Mercury retrograde, and things are a disaster for so many of my friends right now, myself included. Things are a disaster. Welcome to Mercury retrograde, everybody.
How long?
Yeah, that explains
I don't feel like. I just feel like my head is on backwards for the last couple of days. How long does this last?
It's going to last until February 21st.
Okay. So we can make it. It's only like just 10 more days. We can make it.
I was just watching a video last week on this, and I'm like, what were those dates? I haven't even been thinking about it.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, that does explain some things for sure. All right. Sam's going to finish up a video edit, not Iron Man. Unless maybe she has a secret identity. We didn't know about that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe get to work editing my fantasy book. Good for you. I'm super excited. All right. Here we go. CB394 took the photo. Awesome. That's fantastic. BC Brown says it's the third book in the series. The other two are already out. This one is past due.
It's a Touch of Darkness series. It's a metaphysical. It's her metaphysical series, I assume.
I think that you are a wrench, BC. Let's throw a link up in the chat. That sounds like a good plan. All right. Annuel says, trying to get to the end of my crime fiction. I'm so close. I can smell it. All right.
Ooh.
That's good, right? I know I'm excited about that. Word Seamstress loves Some Bunny to Love. That's super cute. I do too. I think that's adorable. I just saw it as the newest when I was on the hunt for children's books. I didn't know it was a secret. No, not a secret. We should definitely be calling out anybody in our little group here who has a new book out. That should be the last thing from a secret.
I keep hearing Freddie Mercury singing that title.
I am resisting the urge to sing.
You guys, my editor comes up with these. He's like really good at animal puns, and I have the next one that comes out is about a kitten who thinks it's a husky. And the title that they went with was The Dog's Meow, which is cute, but my editor wanted to call it Can't Stop the Feline. I was so mad that they turned that down.
You tell your editor that editorial board was wrong.
They were wrong. I wanted.
Can't Stop the Feline. It's definitely the best possible title. Well, everyone, it's now available if you plan to write a cat book. Michelle, you should put another one out. Oh, you guys, and StreamYard just jumped. Sorry, hold on, let me find out where I am. I can't stop the feline.
and somebody to love.
That's right.
I'm here resisting, like doll. This is not a karaoke stream.
That's okay. You know,
I try to sing it, but we want to keep our viewers here.
Robert, now I feel like we have to hear you sing. Okay, Ray says, working on a middle grade fantasy, Otherworld, a work in progress for me. Maybe I'll switch to my poetry project for children partway through the stream. Ooh, that sounds like a good plan. CB394 says, Marvel fan fiction. Awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah, can you, okay, I don't know. So CB394, welcome. I don't know that you have been here before. Maybe once, but I don't recognize the name. Once? Okay.
Yes.
So I don't know if you know this, but Robert has, he used to work for Marvel. So that's kind of a cool
You should
thing.
check out his channel.
You should definitely check out his channel. Yeah. But okay, can you tell us which character, like give us like a little hint, because that sounds kind of fun. All right. Sam says, yay, I got an upgrade. That is awesome. Congratulations. Laurel, late but here. Yay. Not sure what I'm working on yet, but guess I'll figure something out. We all do. Eva, just finished up learning time with the toddler. Just swinging by while I can sit. I get more done offline on mom days. Womp womp. I know that feeling. All right. Okay. Middle grade fantasy. Oh, I already did this one. Did that just switch? How weird that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Eva says, somebody to love. How could I pass up that option for Valentine's Day? Right? Oh, that is super sweet. Word seamstress, trying to revise my so hard that drafting is like a cakewalk. So I usually tend to write pretty clean, and so I don't usually have a ton of revision, but I actually like that, like wordsmithing process. I really enjoy that. Yeah, that's like my favorite part. Okay, let's go around the circle and talk about what everybody's working on today. Story Detective, what are you going to be working on today?
I'm actually going to be writing today. I started revising the story that I finished last year. I read through it. I went over the notes, and I edited a whole 3 pages. I edited those 3 pages like 3 times because rusty.
Wow. That's awesome, though. That is super awesome. Yay, writing. Okay, fantastic. For those of you who are new, Robert has been taking a little bit of a break. And so just to, get things together as we all need to do. And so, yay, I'm super excited that you were doing that again. All right, Doll.
Back into the groove.
That's right. It's hard. The thing is, momentum is your friend when you are a writer. It really is. But so are breaks. So there you go. So that's you got to figure out how to manage those 2 things. Hold those 2 truths at the same time. Okay, Doll, what are you working on today?
Today, I am continuing to read the slush file because I'm taking care of full manuscripts for Mad Raptor Productions.
Awesome. So we've got some Mad Raptor work going on. That is super, super cool. For those of you who don't know, Mad Raptor is the brainchild of our very own Carrow Brown, who is still in moving hell and is not with us today, except in spirit, but she'll be back soon. They have taken some submissions, and Doll is helping to read those now, which is super cool. Because I know we have some of our little AuthorTube community who submitted, so that is pretty awesome. Michelle, what will you be working on today?
I'm working on client stuff. I've got a book that is due for a client at the end of February, and I am actually just this morning I passed the halfway point.
Yay!
Yeah,
all right.
I've been aiming to get 3,000 words every day. So, yep.
So now, like, because you were kind of like starting to get to that level, I think last week, and so now you're like on it every day, 3K.
Every day. Yep.
Good for you. That was like my sort of number pre, 2020.
Yeah.
And and so it's taken me a while. Like, I am moving, but I'm not that close to it. I'm like doing maybe 1,500 a day right now, which is like, if this were 2-3 years ago, I'd be like, oh, that's terrible. But because I struggled so much last year with just writing it all. It feels like, okay, I'm right. I'm writing $1,500. $1,500.
$1,500. Yes, Lisa. Yes.
If I were writing for a magazine in 1986, I'm writing 1,500 words a day, pretty consistently now, like 5 or 6 days a week, and I'm making really good progress on my book, so I'm super happy about that. And I'll just use that opportunity to say I will be working on my romantic comedy that I was working on last year. I sort of done a little revamp, and I'm getting it ready for submission. And I am pretty positive I'm going to make my goal to have it all ready by the 14th. So.
That's like $1 a word. That's not such a bad rate.
It's not. Right? I don't know that print still pays that, but nothing online. I actually used to have, you guys know I wrote like several dating advice books back in the day. And I used to write a column for Lava Life, which is like it's the big Canadian dating site. And I wrote for them for years, and they paid $1 a word.
Nice.
Like, yeah, it was great. And they don't pay that anymore. I mean, I haven't written for them for a long time. They now they just sort of regurgitate all my old stuff because, dating does not change that much. So, anyway. Yeah. But yeah, those $1 a word gigs especially online, are certainly more difficult to come by. Ray has a question. 3,000. I'm still new to writing fiction. I mostly write poetry. I'm not used to writing for such long periods. Yeah, everybody is different. 3,000.
Don't worry, that's what we do. Sprints. That's what we do. Things in smaller chunks of time. I am the opposite. I am like the black sheep of the sprinting community, because when I start writing, this is why I never write on streams. I do reading, I do miscellaneous, I do graphics, whatever, but I don't do much writing during sprints because it doesn't work for me. So everybody is different. But when I go to writing, I go to writing, and it could go for hours. And I forget to eat, I forget to sleep. I'm working on that. But it's like I can just go until what I tend to do is like, I'm not gonna stop until that chapter is done.
Right.
So it works different for everybody.
Yeah, it really does. I have different periods. Like in the beginning of the book, I don't do 3,000, and at the end of the book or the middle of the book, like when I start sort of really getting into the groove, I sometimes do 4 or 5. So it really just depends, but 3K definitely has been the average for me. So speaking of writing in long and short times, let's do our little 5-minute warm-up sprint, because we've been chatting for 20 minutes, and I would like to get some writing done today. And more importantly, I'd like you guys to get some writing done today. So here we go. We're going to do our 5-minute warm-up sprint. We will let everybody get your little fingers warmed up, get your drink, use the restroom, do whatever you need to do, get your file open, and we will get started doing this in 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Okay, everybody, welcome back. All right, how'd we do in our little warm-up?
I managed to get through almost a page.
What? 5 minutes sprint? That is fantastic. Hold on,
He's on a roll.
I hear a little feedback. Oh, there we go. Good. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Congratulations. Very, very nice. Good work. How about you, Michelle? How'd you do in our little warm-up?
My computer's like being weird, but I think I got. Trying to highlight it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. You're good. Wait, hold on. I just muted you.
160 words.
Awesome. Oh, I was Doll. Doll, honey, you got a little noise coming, a little music or something. All right, there we go.
Yeah. Oh my God. I cannot control that. There's a lot of noise going on in my house at the moment.
Okay, we're good. All right. Well, awesome. That's fantastic. I just posted all this on social media. I'm going to mute you for a second, Doll. I just posted all this on social media. So I have not gotten any writing done, but I did open up my Scrivener document. So that is awesome. Doll, how'd you do?
I'm doing quite all right. I started opening the document that I'm going to read next.
Fantastic. Very, very nice. All right, let's hear a little bit from our chatters, and then we will get going on our 20-minute sprint where we're going to get the real writing done. All right, here we go. Let's see. Ray says that they're working on middle grade fantasy, Otherworld work in progress. Maybe I'll switch to my poetry. Oh, I think we talked about this one. Hold on. All right. Steven's going to figure out what he's working on once he gets coffee. This seems very reasonable to me. All right. So CV394 says the Marvel fan fiction is Pepper Potts, Tony Stark. Technically, it's a fandom mashup. It's a prequel to an Endgame Fix-It. Hold on. He had a really funny name for it. Really? Pepperoni. I love that. I totally love that.
Is that a question, guys? Is the audio quality better now?
Oh yeah, no, we just heard a little background noise, like there was maybe like carnival happening in the background.
I know the neighbors. The neighbors are having TV, but you don't hear that anymore because great.
Yeah, we're good. No, I just sounded like Doll was like, "I'll be right with you. I'm writing from atop a float this week." So
no, I realized the microphone setting was set to the laptop's default webcam microphone. And instead of the fancy microphone that I have that cancels all the, instead of this one, that if I get closer, you hear this, and then it doesn't capture all that. I just figured out that something had to be wrong, because usually there is noise in my house going on and you don't hear it that much when I have this one on. But apparently today you heard everything, and I was like, something's off, and I figured out it was just that the configuration was not right.
Well,
my mic will sometimes switch back and forth too. When I shut it off and come back on, I have to check everything. One of two things will be out of place.
That is absolutely fantastic. All right, so here's what I want to know: when you guys are using your external mics, because I never do during a live stream, even though I have a beautiful Snowball mic, which I love. I don't use them during the stream because I'm always worried that there's going to be like weird like feedback. How are you listening? Do you have you have headphones in? Yes, you just have like regular earbuds. Look at you. All right.
I have headphones, I have headphones, and you should always, when you're streaming and communicating with many people, the most recommended is to have headphones, precisely because you will not get feedback from your speakers.
Right. Well, and I have a speaker in these headphones, but it's certainly not as good as my little Snowball mic. So, but I don't see speakers on you. I don't see headphones on you, Robert. What's your big secret?
No, I'm just listening through my laptop, and I have my regular mic hooked up, so I'm not getting feedback or distortion of any kind. Wow. I'm not sure if that's this particular mic, because I haven't had a problem with it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Or maybe your mic is far enough away from your speaker. I mean, who knows?
That could be another thing.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Fantastic. Word Seamstress says pony fan fiction. Oh, pepperoni. This is where we got that. Ray says 3,000. I'm still new to writing fiction. I mostly write poetry. I'm not used to writing for such long periods. Did I just already do this?
Yeah, we did that one.
StreamYard.
StreamYard is
StreamYard. CB394, trying to get as much writing done this week because I'm going on a 16-day hiatus because my clarinet exam is booked for March 9th. Well,
Nice.
That's my crazy Aunt Jerry's birthday, so that's a lucky day. Good luck. All right, there we go. It's the good kind of crazy. She like signs birthday cards that way. She's not offended. Okay, Laura is here. Hello. Oh my gosh, Laura finished a gothic horror romance short story last night. Nice. Started up on a new horror flash fiction while I wait for beta reader feedback. Good for you.
Laura is so prolific with her short form writing, and it's great. It's so good. Like, Laura, just so you know that I'm not being nice to you just for the sake of being nice, the imagery that you describe about the trees, the bare trees, like skeletal hands reaching for salvation, I still have it in my mind. And how long was that? How long ago was that? Like a week ago? More than a week ago, and I still feel it. Okay, so Laura has great imagery. She's great at writing horror. If you haven't checked Laura Nettles' channel and short stories, please do, because she's fantastic.
Awesome. Well, I love that when a line just stays with you. Love that feeling. All right, Laurel says 3,000 words of poetry would feel a lot different from 3,000 words of fantasy. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Steven weighing in says he is the same way. Doll, I'm thinking he's talking about you saying you're struggling with writing during sprints.
Yeah. Steven and I have like similarities, and I guess we are sci-fi writers. I suppose like when you're deep into like a topic that's like very advanced, like, and it like depends on how hard your hard sci-fi or soft sci-fi, but anyway, you require some research, and like sci-fi is one of those genres where you require to focus and like stay there.
I feel like that's true of all, like for me, that's true of all writing. I have to show you guys this. Hold on.
What is this?
What's coming?
Everyone's like, where did she go? So wait, hold on. I'm going to make myself big.
What's this?
Well, so when I write, I now have like a little sign for my door. I know, right? So before I was always, my kids were like at school but now everybody's here. And like, if I hold up my little finger and say like this, like I just do this when I'm writing, somebody comes in, I do this so they know like I need to finish the thought. But because we're all, it's just a lot more people kind of wandering to my office at all times of the day, and that's a lot of fingers. And so I thought I need to get a little sign for my door, and I did, and I love it. So it was like $8 on Etsy. Can't beat it. Okay. Oh my gosh.
I remember in my teens back when I was learning to ink comics with a pen and a brush, and I wasn't very good at it. And you make a mistake on a drawing you've worked on for a week.
Oh yeah.
It's like a disaster. So people were always barging in my room. And if they startled me when I was inking, it's like, no. So I drew a picture of a skull with a quill stuck between its eyes and said, inking, do not disturb.
That's good. That's fantastic. Did they respect the sign?
Initially.
Okay.
But not forever.
I sometimes I have a problem sometimes that I communicate, especially during the weekends. It's like and excuse me if you hear even a louder noise now, because now there's a lawnmower going.
No, we're good now. You're good. You got it.
Oh no, because now I have the good microphone where I can regulate how much sound actually gets in. Anyway, great. But like yeah, during the weekends I am like, hey, I'm gonna be writing, like I'm gonna be working on this thing, or I'm gonna be in the stream. It's usually with the blind community. Sometimes we have like the first Sunday of the month thing.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I say, hey, I'm on a stream, and also I am like turning on the camera a little bit more now.
We love that.
Yes, and the thing is that sometimes my roommate just forgets to knock before opening my door, and sometimes she's wearing like summer PJs or like, and I'm like, girl, knock the door before you enter. You don't know what I'm doing, and now I'm turning on the camera more often. Like, don't do that. Don't.
Yeah, you
Like-
don't want your poor roommate to flash all of on the entire world, basically.
Exactly. And I'm like, she did it once. I was like,
I know, like, what are you gonna do with that? I know. I'm lucky
Yeah.
that wherever I am, like usually I'm right at my desk and my door is off to the side, and so people can come in.
Yeah, that's the thing. My door is right there.
Yeah, well, that's it. So for me, if they make a mistake, they can at least see what I'm doing. And then even on my treadmill, it goes the other way. So same thing. Like I don't have any scenario where it's where somebody's going to wander in through the shot. But roommates are challenging that way. So just like you need like a little, one of those like red lights that they used to put outside, well, that they still put outside studios that say on the air. You need one of those.
I'm streaming. Yeah.
There you go. So Ray says, I've always had focus issues. ADD sprints have been helping me quite a bit. Yay. Fantastic. Well, we should get back to those. Yes. BC Brown says, I average 2 to 3K a day at the beginning, but then slow towards the middle. BC also has ADHD, recently made a video about it, and writing sprints helps so much.
Definitely check that video out because she has a lot of helpful tips.
She really does. She's got a lot of great video. You should be subscribed anyway to BC Brown if you're not already. But yeah, definitely check out that video. All right, here you go, guys. Let's go ahead and get started with a 20-minute sprint. And I will try to remember where I am. I'm at Laura, and we'll come back to that. And so let me go ahead and pull up our little timer today. All right, there we go. Okay, so who would like to take us out? It would be Doll's like, I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. Hold on. All right, now we're ready.
All right, sweethearts. All right, fellow writers of any genre, of any kind, of any long form, short form, all of you, we are all writers. We're all here gathered to write all the words and work our magic and work our stories into beautiful creations. So yes, get ready to sprint in 3, 2, 1, sprint.
Okay, let's just pause that. Here we go. All right.
Oh, damn, I had to stop. I had to wait on stop the song, stop singing, and then.
Are we good? All right. I feel like.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let me get rid of this banner there. Fantastic. How did everybody do on that sprint?
I think I did great.
Good. All right, fantastic.
I switched to editing.
Oh, good. All right. I have not started writing, although I was typing furiously because, last time I went to the beach, I had like a problem with my iPad, which has been sort of my go-to writing thing. And before I left, I was able to get it to pair with my keyboard. But then now there's some squirrely thing where I had changed my Mac keyboard or my Mac password, and it won't like take the new one. And it's in this like circle where I can't update it. I can't change the password. So I'm like, So I think this is just another message from the universe that I need to upgrade my iPad.
Mercury retrograde, Lisa.
Yeah. And the other thing is, so now I'm taking everything I wrote yesterday and typing it into Scrivener, which I'm almost done with that, but I'm not a fast typist. And so, and for whatever reason, every time I, like, how your Mac, like when you log in a new area or something, or even in an old area, it'll send like a little message to your phone.
Security
or your
alert, yes.
Right? Well, for some reason, my iPad is sending it to like every phone in my account. So like every device. So not just me, but my kids. Anyway. Okay. Robert, how'd you do?
Not bad. I'm basically looking at this as a smoothing out process during the stream to get the words at least reading smoothly. So when I go back to start the wordsmithing, I can see if anything drastic is standing out.
Nice. All right, that's good. And Doll, you told us that you are now in editing.
Yes, I had a thing nagging at the back of my brain. Yesterday evening, I read very quickly my sci-fi a little bit, the first 2 chapters, and in the second chapter there were some passages that I was like, this is not the level I want, this is not the quality I want, and now I see it. And oops. I mean, if they reject me for this, which is not bad, but it's not the quality that I want now. If they reject me for this, I totally understand. But I just want to edit it. It's like, oh no. And so I put some music in the background. I was like, I can fix this. I know. And I was just, what I'm doing right now is not any developmental changes. It's because at least not in those first 2 chapters. What I'm trying to do is the quality of the prose. I am like playing around with sentence. Have you ever read a book where every other sentence is like, she moved to the kitchen and blah, blah, blah. She took the knife from the drawer and blah, blah, blah. She opened the fridge and blah, blah, blah. She did this. She did that. She did this. I'm like, I'm noticing this.
That's a rookie mistake. That is a debut novelist's first problem.
Yeah.
Start every sentence. She did this, then she did this, she did this. Yeah. If you are new to this, definitely check to make sure that you are not starting every sentence with she or he.
She or he or the person's name.
Or the Terminator.
That's another
or I. If you are right. If you we got to applause with Doll. If you are writing first person and it's like, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, it makes your character really unlikable right off the bat. So yeah, that's something you should definitely check out if you're a newbie.
That's another trick that they try.
Oh, we're losing Doll. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Michelle. Michelle, how'd you do on that one?
Good. I got almost 600.
My Wi-Fi is just being funky.
That's good. Fantastic. Awesome. All right. Let's go see what everybody got. Let's see. Oh, I think this is from the 5-minute maybe. CB got 144. Congratulations. That is awesome. Sam got a video uploaded. Woohoo. That's great.
Woo!
Word seamstress, 100 words on brainstorming a solution for one issue. Yes, I love that. Ray got 46 words. That was a really super, like, 5 minutes goes by fast. By the time you get your brain in gear, it's like, oh, it's over. Okay. Spence, I procrastinated, crocheted. Love. Peppers, breathing, grew short again, but this time it wasn't a flashback, it was a panic attack. Ooh, that sounds interesting. All right, Cordy, morning. Hi, we're so glad you made it.
It's all right, Spence. It's all right.
That's right. We've all been there. Tina's here. Sorry. My brain today. I was reading over a chapter of my story in progress. That's for good. Very nice stuff. All right, Stephen, reading the book Self-Editing for Fiction Writers. Excellent book. I think that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, and the word seamstress is reading The Artful Edit. That's a good one too, I believe. I've heard good things about that. I don't actually think I've actually read that one, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, Audra's here. Hello, Audra. Dropped in to like before work. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate it. All right, BC, I sent the new hires to do computer learning so I can write on the next sprint. That's awesome. Laurel got a second brownie to eat. Laurel, you're after my own heart. All right, why has pepperoni not been the nickname from the start? That is awesome. It is awesome. It is awesome. All right, I just found out there's going to be a sequel to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Comes out April 8th next year. That's awesome. I think
nice.
Has it? Robert, do you know the answer to that? Has Tony Stark and Pepper Potts?
Not that I've heard.
No.
All right. All right. So BC Brown says, my sound is the thing I always have to check. My regular earbuds plug right into my microphone. Holy crap. You know what? I think mine do too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to get better at this, I promise. Okay. CB394 says, I cast the stream to my TV via Google Chromecast. Cool. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so far behind on comments. All right. Devin's here. Hello, Devin. We're super glad to see you. Laura says, aw, thanks, doll, for the lovely words. Devin, hashtag lovely Laura. Lovely Laura. That's nice. And Laurel likes my sign. All right, here we go. Thank you. All right, coffee. Ooh, here we go. Ray says, anyone have any tips for working up to writing a lot in a day, especially with focus issues?
Don't force it. Don't force it. Start small.
And and track your words. Like make a spreadsheet and just write down how many words you got per sprint, because one, it's motivating because you can watch the words add up, and two, you can identify, oh, I got less in this sprint than in that sprint. So what conditions were different? Why, right. You can figure out more about what conditions you write better under, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. So like for my big writing spreadsheet, this is actually like how I started writing at the beach years ago, because I used to write in my office all week. And if I like made my word count every day, I would like treat myself by writing at the beach. And then I started tracking my word count, and I would write down what time of day I was writing, where I was, like, was I at home, in my office, at a coffee shop, outside, wherever. And was I listening to something? Was I listening to like binaural beats or the ocean sounds or music or nothing? And I started seeing these patterns. So like what time of day you're more productive, where you're more productive. And the secret to those sort of focus issues is, and obviously ADHD is like a different animal than just regular, standard sort of writer focus issues. Obviously that's more of a challenge, but I think the idea of figuring out where you're most productive and then doing that, and then just the habit of writing, of just like sitting down in the same place, or the place where you're most productive as often as you can on a schedule, and writing, that your brain knows, okay, I'm in the chair, I have my special keyboard, and I'm gonna, get some work done today.
Yeah.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
I have something to say about habits, because it's like think of writing, like writing so many words. Because I know that you're getting this feel from the community, because everybody's like sprinting and writing 100,000 million words a day. I know you feel like, oh, I have to do the same. Stop yourself. Think about it as going to the gym. You have not gone to the gym in how long again? Yeah. And you go there for the first time and you see people stay there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. And you feel like you have to do the same. No, actually start small. Do 5 minutes, then maybe 5 minutes tomorrow, and 10 and 20. But don't force it to increase. Just build up a habit, and then eventually you will expand. Don't feel like you have to rush up and catch up with everybody else, because that's just going to burn you out. So start at your own pace and then go from there.
Well, I think that's good advice, Doll. And you have to remember, Michelle and I have been doing this for a really long time. And so, right. And I wrote for years, 1,000 words a day was a good day for me. Like for years, I wrote 1,000 words a day. And and right now, 1,000 words a day would be great for me, because I I struggled so much with, with just writing last year and sort of all the chaos and all. It's hard to write. It's hard to be funny in print when the world is on fire. And so, so I really struggled with that. But, it took a long time to build up to 3,000 words a day. And that was like a really good, solid number. But it also was not like that was a natural number for me. And a big jump of that came from the magical spreadsheet of figuring out like where was I productive and just doing more of that and less of the work when I'm not productive.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have to figure out where you are creatively and craft wise. I think if I'm doing like a first draft, I can sit down and do like 2,000 words a day.
Right.
On a good day, maybe it'll hit 3. But when I'm editing, that's not always the case. It depends. You have to kind of think about layers. Like today, I said I'm smoothing out words for this next draft, and getting through a layer where it reads more smoothly so you're not tripping over it can be greatly helpful. But I cannot sit down and say every day I'm going to write 2,000 or 3,000 words when I'm editing, because I don't know what I'm going to encounter. And my process is changing over the years. It doesn't fit what I did years ago creatively. I'm looking for a new, better process, because if I'm any example, my creative aspects when I was younger were coming from a completely different place than they are now. So what I did to motivate myself then and stay active every day doesn't work now. And I think that's part of creative growth. If I sat here and wanted to stay in that same mind frame that I created in years ago, I would be bored and I would naturally start slowing down. But in order to find that pace that's good for me now, I have to experiment and I have to find out who I am creatively beneath all of life's BS, because everything you hear on AUTHORTUBE, everything in your life is going to create that rhythm. And then that rhythm.
People doing Milwordy.
Yeah. Life changes and you change.
That's it. The stuff, that you could go along for years doing the same thing every day and it works great. And then at some point something happens.
And then it evolves.
Right. It doesn't work great anymore. And then you have to find a new thing that works great. So absolutely.
And last year was a big change, as Lisa said, for all of us. So you can't really press it. Just come at creative ideas in a new way. As Dal said, take your time and figure out who you are, even if it's going at a slower pace, because rushing it and putting it out before you figure out that pace and who you are and understanding craft, you're just looking for probably a very expensive lesson, because you won't be happy.
Just focusing on the word count when you're new, like just focusing on the word count for the sake of putting out words, it's nothing. You're just kind of wasting your time there. Make your words matter. Even if it's 12 words, those were 12 words well crafted. Just go at your own pace.
Yeah, it definitely
I don't know.
is.
That's my philosophy.
No, I was going to say it's definitely better to do. I'd rather do 100 great words than 500 crappy ones. So for sure. And again, it's just a muscle. The more you do it, the longer you build that up.
Exactly.
The better
Exactly.
it'll be for you. Look who's here, everybody. Oh, wait, hold on. Are you muted? Hold on. Did I do that? No, you did. Michelle.
Sorry, I forgot.
No, it's okay. You had something to
I just wanted to add to, I don't know where, like, Ray, what's wrong? Did I freeze?
Oh, no, you froze for a second. You're good. You're good now.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know how,
No, you're good.
like,
You're good.
this Ray is, but just for anybody who's, like, really starting out writing, I actually don't think it's that bad of a thing to aim for a lot of words, only because, like, it's so hard to fight that urge to be perfect. And if you know what I mean, like if you there's actually value to writing 2,000 terrible words. You're gonna learn so much from that, as opposed to going, oh, I'm just gonna write, 200 words, but they're gonna be flawless. Like that. I as a teacher, I'm kind of like, I would actually rather you word vomit and write a bunch of garbage. Because I think that's gonna be a better learning experience for you than anything else.
Yeah, I think
Good point.
No, I think that's an excellent point, and I think I'm sort of falling in the middle. I don't think you should just write crap as fast as you can.
Right.
But I completely agree with you that many good writers and good stories have been stopped by perfectionism. And right? And it is better to get them on the page. So I don't I'm not in favor of trying to write 10,000 words a day. If you're a new writer, you do want to make sure that the quality's there, but you also cannot set your goals for that are so small that you're not making progress.
Right.
So,
right.
That's the Natalie Goldberg approach. She said she filled up notebooks for years before she started actually writing, and give yourself permission to write crap.
Yeah.
She didn't say that she wrote 1 million words a day, but it was just like letting it flow until you get to a point where you have an understanding and a comfort. And
Yeah. I just see a lot of new writers just cranking out word count, and it's not usable, and it's not even usable in the sense that they could edit it into something else. It's just more about
they just want to hit that number. It's not about the number. Like, you should write a lot, but remember that your a lot is different from other people's a lot.
That's it. That's exactly it. That is exactly it.
Great point.
Right. You should definitely push yourself, but you should not be measuring yourself against others that way. And again, like Michelle and I have been writing books for long time, right? For years. So yeah. And there are certain, when I look at Carrow, who's been writing for a long time, when I look at her word count, her production kills me. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. Right. And her stuff is good, but I can't write that fast. But
that's what I meant. I'm new. Yeah. I'm fairly new, and I'm blind, and I write in a second language. I took into account all those stepping stones, I guess, and I was like, okay, if that means I'm going to be a slower writer. And yes, I thank you for calling me out on my own bullshit, because I am also perfectionist. I am I struggle with I switched to editing, y'all, again.
That is a common issue, right? You have 18 manuscripts stuck in the drawer and you never submit because nothing is ever quite good enough.
I do submit. No, I do submit, because I know I suffer from perfectionism, so I do submit.
That's good.
But a week later, I'm like, oh, there is that passage that I didn't edit properly. Oh no, I have to. And I go, and so I battle my own perfectionism, but it's still there. So it's like I have a little bit of both. So as a new writer, I know that you have to, first of all, find yourself, find your strengths and your weaknesses, and work with what you have at your own pace. But then we step into AuthorTube and we see all the people writing 100 billion thousand words, and we begin to feel like, oh, how can I do that? And that's not the way. So that's what I was trying to say is like,
Yeah.
if you've never been to the gym, if you've never been to the gym and you go to the gym and you see these weightlifters like doing it all like it's nothing, and you're like, oh, I have to do the same. Don't
Right,
don't
rip
try.
your arms off, right? We don't want
Yes.
that. We can't have that
Exactly.
happening. That's it. You
Exactly.
should not be competing against other authors. You should definitely be competing against yourself, though.
Yeah,
All right.
I was initially referring to the dangers of AuthorTube of setting a date and you're like, 18, 20 years old, you've just basically started writing and you said, okay, 6 months, I'm going to have my first draft. 6 months after that, there's the second draft. And 6 months later, I'm going to be publishing.
Yeah. Okay. So I say so this is one of those things where I have conflicting advice, right? Because on one hand, that sounds like, yeah, that's terrible. Don't force yourself. But then on the other hand, I'm like, that's just the way my brain works. And I've gotten a lot of stuff done in my life and accomplished a lot of big things by biting off way more than I could chew. And when I wrote my first novel, I had already written my first nonfiction book. And I was meeting with my editor. We had this great lunch. She said, oh, I really like this. I had never written a novel ever, had no experience at all. And I told her the idea. She's like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. And I asked her how much she needed to buy it. And she told me. And so I literally booked a plane ticket. I had like a couple of pages and an idea. And I booked a plane ticket to meet with my editor in New York to sell her this book. And then they were non-refundable tickets, so I drove, and then I sold them and I have had a lot of positive experiences from going like, yeah, I'll do that, and so I'm like, okay, on one hand, yes, and on the other hand, I'm a big believer in biting off more than you can chew. Okay, let's get back to writing. Yeah. CO Savvy's here. Hello, CO Savvy. She says, hi, Daily Detective Bat Sister. We're so glad that you are here. All right, you guys. That was like a really, really good conversation. Thank you so much, Ray, for asking that question. All right, let's go ahead, you guys, and get going on another writing sprint. We got to get those words done. Let me get this up here really fast. Wrong one. Okay, there we go. I realized today we have like a number of folks with ADHD, so I hope that the ocean sounds are okay. I know some people really love them. So far everybody has said that they really love them, except Nihilist Geek, but he's not here today. So, all right, you guys. Doll, would you like to talk us out, or would somebody else? Doll always volunteers, and Robert's always like, no. All right, Doll.
I'm muting.
You're the designated sprint announcer today. All right,
okay, I'll do it then. Okay, I'll do it. So everybody get ready and do your best. Do what you can with what you have. Don't force it. Just flow with it, okay? Don't force it. Just flow with it. In 3, 2,
We're going to be like the ocean.
That's right. Flow like the waves, baby. Okay, here we go. Let's get rid of that screen. All right. Doll is still muted.
Because I had to stop singing.
Well, that song is very, very catchy. It's very hard.
It's Linkin Park. When I'm listening to Linkin Park, I'm editing this book and I'm like, I wanna be in another place. It's like I just cannot shut up.
Oh my goodness gracious. We have a ton. So we have like 15 minutes left and we have a ton. Oh, were you gonna go early today, Doll?
I was, but I can just stick to the end. We just have 20 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So I want to get to some of the comments because we had a ton and I did not get to them. So I want to try and go through as quickly as I can so we can just hear from everybody because I'm literally an hour behind on comments. That is not good. All right. CB says I have to listen to music to concentrate properly, but it has to have no lyrics. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind music with lyrics, but I will have to play if I'm going to write while I'm listening to music. I usually use the ocean sounds or like a binaural beats thing, which is under ocean sounds. Yeah. And if I don't do that, then I'm listening to the same song on repeat. And it's really helpful to set the scene, which I do a lot, especially with like really sad scenes to kind of get into the emotion. And the one great thing that doing that does is that like that also cues your brain to start writing as soon as you put that song on again.
That's true.
But I can't. Like I could not listen to like a playlist of a bunch of songs while I'm writing because it would be too distracting. The only way I can do it with words is like same song over and over again. We were talking about Doll's roommate possibly wandering in her pajamas. Laura says my rabbit's not tall enough to accidentally get on camera. He's my only roommate. He's a soft and fluffy one. Whew, what a relief. I feel like, Laura, that your bunny on camera might be like, the appearance.
Actually, your bunny on camera would be a good thing.
Right? Like, just like when Bones comes, everybody's like, Bones!
Bones! Yeah.
All right. BC's roommate tends to wander, and he starts talking before he comes to the door to see what I'm doing, and I'm laughing live on stream. That's hilarious. That is funny. That is super funny. BC says, go ahead.
That. I've witnessed the BC's roommate just showing up, like, randomly, like...
It's like a cameo, like Kramer and Seinfeld, like, hello. Okay, sorry. Okay, BC said, thanks, everybody. I try to be helpful. That's the whole point of my channel. And you know what? It is a really good channel. If you guys are not subscribed to BC, you should definitely be. Kristen Hall is here. Oh, my God, look at those glasses. Love it. All right. Hello, darling. We're so happy you're here today. Very good job. Ray said I wrote exactly 100 words and then decided that I needed coffee. I have no idea what sprint this was. Possibly the 20 minutes, possibly the 5.
Oh, the second one. Yeah.
It was probably the second. Yeah. Good job. All right. JC is here. JC, so nice to see you. Very good job. Lots of people like, JC, we're so happy to see you. Barbara's here today. Hello, Barbara. CB got 224 words on a sprint. What? Look at this. Word seamstress, 570. Words of brainstorming. Solve one nagging problem. That is always the best feeling. Such a great sprint. That's it for me today. Hope to catch you all in another sprint. Thanks a lot for hosting. Oh, thank you so much for coming today. We appreciate it. BC Brown kicked some butt with 366. Nice job. Stephen did some editing. Very good work, Stephen.
Nice, Stephen. Same thing. Woo!
JC says, see you, Savvy. I pray it gets better. So glad to see you. Yes, absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So happy to see you, Savvy.
I know. We really miss you, honey. All right. NUL says 377 words. Oops, bye-bye, Robert. 377 words. Research took most of the time, unfortunately. That's okay. Research is part of the writing.
Research is essential for some of the genres, like research is important. It's not time wasted. You did great.
Yeah, absolutely. Ray got 100 words, made coffee, fed animals. Nice job. Very, very good. Sam edited 6 minutes of my next video. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Good job. Now, like I'm feeling guilty. Like, oh, I have to I have videos to edit.
Yes.
I should be on that. All right. JC, no words, just got back from Walmart for some office supplies, so I'm putting coffee on.
I love buying office supplies.
Me too. Oh my gosh. It's like, this is one of the sad things about the pandemic, because I will tell you that, like, you know, sailing gleefully through Target or Office Depot is pretty exciting compared to like ordering stuff online.
It is.
I love office supplies. All right. Spence, 0 words. I need scolded. Spence. All right. Spence needs to write the first 1,000 words of my vampire Christmas romance today, and I just can't get started. Oh. Spence, how'd you do on the last sprint? Because I think this is the one before. How did we do? I need that Christmas romance. Write it for me. All right. Kristen's here. Kristen, oh, we already knew that. Kristen says, hey, Spence. CB says, smack dab in the middle of Nano last year, my laptop broke. I got a 20-pound keyboard on Amazon for my iPad because I hate touchscreen with the pad. Yeah. That's what, like, but this is like, I mean, it's old. I have like an iPad 2, a old keyboard, but it's like perfect for the beach. Well, not so much anymore if I have to type everything over. Look who it is. It's the story detective.
Internet glitch.
We figured. Laurel says she's inspired by the Marvel talk, decided it was time to write on my Peter Parker gave me strange ideas about being a superhero prompt. Ooh, that sounds fun. CB got a new laptop for Christmas. Very nice. BC Brown says, oh, I can't stand those books, rookie writing at its finest. She's talking about starting every sentence with she, or I. She did this, I did this.
Yeah.
Kristen says, I've edited a few stories like that. All right. BC says, I'm buying her a Wi-Fi booster one of these days. I swear it. Kristen, same with dialogue. She said, he said, John asked if there are 2 people we know who's speaking. It takes away from the flow, especially when it's a good discussion. Yeah, I agree. Although I will say I much prefer he said, she said to she snorted, she chortled, she right? Yeah. So said kind of said sort of disappears in the writer's or in the reader's mind. But you're exactly right. If we have 2 people, definitely, give a little clue every few lines. Yeah. Yeah, but you don't need to do she said, he said, she said, she said, right? Especially a heated discussion. Excellent point, Kristen. Excellent, excellent. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right. BC says, to a point, yes, Kristen, but talking head syndrome is a bad thing too. There needs to be a balance. Kristen says, true. I meant after every line of dialogue. I got that. All right. Oh my gosh. What?
Aww. So nice.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Very Bad Books, aka Triple B. Oh my God, you are so sweet. We've been talking agents.
Thank you, Katya.
So, oh my God, you are so sweet. Oh my God, like I'm gonna keep it together. That's really nice of you. I'm not great. You are great. Oh my gosh, Savy's here. Savvy, I wonder where you are. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you. Where did Savvy go? Savvy just put up a new video today. Grant Cardone or Tony Robbins alarm. Oh, she's asleep again. Savvy, you have the link, honey.
Savvy.
If you want to come in for the last 9 minutes, you are always welcome. You know that. All right. Laurel creeped herself out with her writing, and now I feel all icky. 2 flash fiction pieces done on this stream. What?
I had the same thing in this very last sprint. I was editing, and I wanted to add like a new line, but just like the thoughts of the main character a little bit in depth, because I felt like I needed some depth in there, and I wrote something so sickening, Lisa. Something so sickening that I'm glad the sprint was over, because I was like, I just don't want to carry. By the way, what is the I have a question for you car drivers. What is the name of the mirror, the tiny little mirror that it's like in front of the driver where you can look at the back?
The rear view mirror.
The rear view mirror. Okay. Great,
rear view, one word. Rear view, one word. Oh my gosh. We have lots of Michael Chen is here. Hello, Michael. So glad to see you. BC says hi, BBB. Just Eva says hi. Kristen's here updating her planner. That's always a good thing. Ryder loves this timer for the little end gig too, right? I love that too. VC, Laura says lunchtime. Yay. We are so glad that you are here today. Devin says, hey, Triple B. You're okay. How are you? I heard you got super sick. I know we haven't seen you for a while, Devin. Who's been making me snort laugh? Nobody. All right. All right. Spence, 223. Very, very nice. Ray did some reading of Second Sight, and editor talks on writing, revising, and publishing books for children and young adults. All right. Very Bad Books is super excited about seeing Eva, as we all are, and Devin. Savvy, two specific goals today to finish Friday's video and to make significant progress of the Savvy Business Owner Workbook. You know what? We were talking about workbooks last week, and for those of you who do Tamara Wood's Writers Workshop stream, like every month we have like a craft book that we talk about on her stream. And this past week we did Joanna Penn's The Author Business Plan, which is a great book. I highly recommend it. But I got the workbook too because Tamara really loved it. I will say one thing that's weird for me is that it's small. It's like maybe 6 by 9. It's tiny. So I kind of felt like it was going to be like a, right? I don't know if anybody else would be weirded out like that. I feel like I need a workbook to be bigger, but maybe not. I don't know. All right. That's okay. That's all right. We've been missing Bones, so I'm
CARROW'TUBE.
Right.
CARROW'TUbe.
Carrow and Bones, but we're very glad for your little doggy. Wait, hold on. Do we have a doggy here? Can we have a little doggy cam? Let's see. Look. Hi, buddy. What? Oh my gosh, I want that dog.
Oh my God, you're so sweet.
That is adorable. What's your dog's name, Michelle? I can't believe we don't know this.
Rosa.
Oh, Rosa, you're so sweet.
Rosa? Like the Spanish word, Rosa?
Like what?
She said like the Spanish word, Rosa.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh my gosh. So Very Bad Books says, I've been gone so long querying and pitching, finishing writing, editing. Yes, we know. We're so proud of you, though. Oh, my God. Speak his name, and he appears. Nihilist Speak. I was saying that we were doing our writing sprints with the ocean sounds, and that most people really liked them. And the one person who had said that they didn't like them was you, but that you were here today, so we were okay with the ocean sounds. And then you appeared. Oh my!
Yeah, but he appears when there are no more street. He appears when there's no more sprints. So.
Oh, I know. Well, that's okay. I'm so glad he made it, though. Okay, Savy's currently editing a book about scammy vanity presses, author solution. Right. Oh, my gosh. There's a book you should read for research called, oh, my gosh. I'll tell you what it is. It's basically about this woman who ran this fake agency. She took all this money from all these aspiring authors for like a decade, never submitted a single book. I mean, it was just like, I think it was called 10% of Nothing. But it was, yeah, it was awful. I love when you take down the people who are scamming authors. So Carrie H is here. iUniverse is awful. Hi, Carrie. I requested info from them, not knowing they were Vanity Press. They would not leave me TF alone. Calls, emails. I finally blocked them. Anuel says, when I listen to music and write, I listen to hip hop and rap with words. Don't listen to the words really, but the beat alone gets me writing. This is how the horror geek feels. He writes to hip hop also.
Linkin Park is a mix of like nu metal with rap. So I basically learned all Mike Shinoda's rapping parts of the songs, and I just mumble them right away, and it's nothing, but I grew up with that band, so
oh my gosh,
I know the lyrics by heart.
Oh my
And
gosh.
music for me just becomes like a background. I almost don't hear most of the words. It's just a matter of getting those mood and musical changes to keep me kind of flowing through it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys. BC says, yes, I have a writer friend who went through iUniverse almost 10 years ago and they still call her.
Oh my God.
Crap. Laurel says, I recently DNF'd a book because of its terrible dialogue tags. Right? This is one of my big pet peeves. Nyla Skeek says, she did is an English language problem. In other languages, the subject can be omitted. Eva says, that was worth the wait. Been waiting for her to see. Oh my God, you did it again?
Yeah, she did it again.
Are you trying to make me cry? Oh my God, that's so sweet.
Oh, and just wait for a few more comments.
No. Oh my gosh, you guys. Laura Nettles' actions break up their dialogue is the best. Yes, I totally agree with that. My characters are always doing stuff when they're talking. Eva,
Exactly.
oh my gosh,
you
you
go.
guys are so sweet today. Oh my God, every day you're so sweet. Okay, keep it together. Oh my God. I'm really touched, you guys. I am so honored and touched. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. BC Brown was sick. We're so glad that you're doing better. Super glad. Theo Savvy knew your dog's name, Michelle. Rosa. I feel like once you said it, I recognized it, but I could not place it at all. Again, though, brain on backwards today. Oh my gosh, you guys. Eva says, I like big workbooks and I cannot lie.
Same.
Yes. Good too. So Savvy, you should keep this in mind, right? I love Joanna Penn, I really do. And I think it's probably going to be a very helpful workbook, but I do like a bigger workbook. All right, good to know. Devin says, puppy. We have a lot of doggy talk here.
Yes.
Because it's reverse bone. Doggy, color pig. As always, the puppies are the most popular part of the stream. Eva says, my elder cat and doggo were both named for colors. Oh, that's so sweet. Ooh, BC says, make sure to include the terrible Publish America and their 8 billion names. Yes, absolutely. Savvy says, maybe I'll do a whole second video on them. This one focuses all on author solutions companies. It's already 2 hours of footage.
Wow.
Oh my God. There we go. Rosa is a scene stiller. Very nice.
Yep.
This is true. Nyla's Geek says,
I need to see that playlist.
Right? Public list of music videos I listen to when I write. Head on over there. There is a link to Nyla's Geek's channel in the comment section below. Kristen says, said is not dead. Totally agree with that. Right? It just disappears. Readers do not notice it. Unless it's like, as she said, unless you're like having like an argument or a fight scene, and then there's no need for it. If you don't need a dialogue tag, don't use one. You just need them to keep the reader on track.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa froze.
There we go. BC, my back. BC says they definitely deserve their own video. Yes. B Cubed, always the queen of super chats. Oh, she's the queen, period. That was super sweet of you. Oh my gosh. All right, BC, let's do an interview about it next week. I didn't touch her. She's just touched. I feel like I missed something there. Oh my goodness. All right. Savvy's going to do an 8.5 by 11. Eva says, bigger. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right. It is 1:01 and we have gotten all the way through the chats. I am super excited that you guys were all here. I feel like we really all did pretty well today. Plus, I just heart you guys because thank you very much for being here today. And oh my gosh, holy super chats. That was amazing. I'm like, thank you. I'm really touched. I really, that was not necessary, and I'm really very flattered. Anyway, let's say goodbye before I break out in tears. Story Detective Robert Jones, tell us about your channel before we go.
Well, my channel is The Story Detective, and we take everything story-oriented from movies to comics to novels, break them down into their finer components, separate the BS from the facts, and deliver you some, hopefully, nice craft content. And sometimes I do tech reviews.
You do lots. Oh my gosh, you do lots. All right, we're gonna say thanks to everybody in the comments, and then I'm gonna go to Michelle. Laura says thank you for the stream. CO Savvy says Lisa always says she's a goofball for messing up with tech. Yes, but she's gonna maneuver through a ton of comments like Convo Ninja. Except when in StreamYard jumps, and then I'm like, wait, did we already read this one? Eva says, thanks for hosting. Kristen, first time here, no writing, but enjoyed hanging out. Kristen, you were so helpful today with
You're very welcome.
Right? The dialogue tag. Thank you so much for being here. We are here every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. Usually Caro is with us, but she is moving, so it will be a little while, then she'll be back with us. Sam says, thank you for the stream. Nobody in particular. Hello, darling. How are you? We're super glad to see you. She says, have a good day. Thank you. I know. We know who you are, girl. All right. Thank you. You're so sweet. Like, really, seriously. Yeah. Thank you. Mike says, thank you. Michael, thank you. And bye. My mic is Mike. All right. Thank you, honey. And thank you for your great advice. You are awesome. Aw. You guys, like, is it my birthday today? And I just forgot. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Savvy, we love you. Oh, yeah. Speaking of sleeping, no problem, Savvy. We love you. We know you occasionally sleep in. Savvy's an hour earlier than we are, and she needs her beauty rest. And for you guys who don't know, Savvy does the AuthorTube sleepover every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, and you can catch that over on her channel. Super fun time, and there is a link to Savvy's channel down in the chat or in the description below. Thank you, Ray, for being here. I hope we see you next week. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of the week. We love you too, JC. Oh my gosh, you guys, sleepover. All right, there we go. You're welcome. I'm a freelance editor. We could tell, honey. We could tell, definitely. So I hope you'll come back. You're awesome. All right, you guys. Michelle, take us out. Say goodbye, darling.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Michelle. I am a middle grade young adult author, and my writing channel is Writing Workshops, traditional publishing chat, and writing blogs starring Rosa.
Thank you very much. And Doll, tell us a little about you before we go.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I am Doll Cecil Runo. I'm a partially blind own voices author, also known as the Ace from Space. I write primarily science fiction, but I also write poetry and short stories in multiple genres. I have a channel where I post some of my flash fiction for you to judge and tear it apart if you like. My poems are also published in there, and I make videos, and I'm going to be making more regular videos with writing tips as I find them on my way through learning the craft, and I'm going to make book reviews and writing updates and stuff like that. I mean, it's a learning process, but that's my channel. Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
One thing, Lisa.
Yes.
I think if people want me to, I will return to streaming soon.
That would
Tuesdays.
be fantastic. We always love that. Very nice. Let us know when it happens. I will put it down below. And then whoever is doing it, I don't think Carol's doing the stream spreadsheet anymore.
Devin Cotton has like a daily
daily
thing.
List. Exactly. Very nice. All right. So I'm Lisa Daly. This is my channel. I'm a traditionally published author. And on my channel, we talk about how to write a book you're super proud of and get it published. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here today. You guys are totally awesome. And holy super chats. I am like really moved. So thank you guys very much. Love you. And we will see you next week. Bye.